Jays, corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it here, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Portland Snowhawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And a short pickup to about the 25. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like The plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
That was a fun one to watch. Breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field, and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Second and 5. They'll throw again. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9. The These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Rudd. Open man has got it, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. A handoff running left, Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. The Eagles had 8-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Pack the 60, pack the 60.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Cup 19.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rudd. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Count. 27.
A first down throw for Prescott. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Prescott to throw it. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rudd going deep here for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was to bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. Ball 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Rudd. Complete. Smith has it. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Panther 11. 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Rudd. And the ball is knocked out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards there, a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a couple. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Snowhawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rudd. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass. I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field.
picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Pass midfield. The 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Rudd. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and and this ball will be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Off play action. Rudd. Flushed out right. And it's a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Pollard will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Snowhawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. To try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on 2nd down. Rudd. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
18 rattle.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rudd. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
19 right.
Back to throw again. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Mixon will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Snowhawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Seven Pirates.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rudd. He finds his man. Complete. It's Watkins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. There's a nice move. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dumps it off to Mixon.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 average, 60 average.
From the gun on third down. Rudd
On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Snowhawks are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Eagles 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On second down, it's Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So fourth down coming up, John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Come on.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Here we go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mixon will try the right side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for our visitors, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.